Hey guys, it's Caitlin again. Today we are going to make pot holders. They're going to come out looking pretty awesome, minus the excess food stains on my pot holder. These are great, fun little projects, quick, easy. One of these takes me maybe 45 minutes to make. I like to do double crochet, but if you want a tighter knit, you can do single crochet. But today I'm going to teach y'all how to do it in double crochet. Alright, start off with a pot holder. You want all 100% cotton yarn. I'm using Peaches and Cream in whatever color scheme this was from however many years ago it was I got this ball. To start off with, we're going to chain, about 25 or 30. And this chain will be the diagonal of your pot holder. So that was 4, 5, 6, 7. You want to make your chain kind of loose because you will be going in your front and back loops. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, whoop, lost it, 26, 27, 28, 29, I'm going to go ahead and do 30. Should have probably stopped at 25 just for tutorial purposes, but anyhow. And you can make these longer. I happen to have smaller hands, so I like a smaller pot holder that, kind of fits my hand a little bit better instead of something massive that doesn't. But like I said, your beginning chain is the diagonal. It's actually from here to here of your pot holder. Doesn't look like it yet, but we'll get there. Alright. So here's your chain of 25, 30, like I said, whatever fits your hand really well. I don't like my pot holders super big, but I also don't like them too tiny where my hand slips out from under it and whoops, there's a burn on my finger. Alright, so once you've got your chain of your original number, go ahead and chain 2. So 1, 2 extra, and since this is double crochet, we're going to yarn over and go in the second from the hook. So my second from my hook's way back over here. Okay, and go ahead and do a double crochet. So 1, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again. Okay, so continue going back down your chain. If I can get it, I kind of made my chain a little tight, and I didn't intend to. So just like you're doing anything else, we're going all the way down our chain, all in double crochet. And again, like I said, if you choose to do single, that's fine. I like double crochet because it works up faster and I tend to crochet tightly. So a double crochet works really well for me, but if you crochet super loose, a single crochet might be your best option. Once I get past these stitches, it looks like my chain loosens up a little bit, which is good. That's kind of what I wanted, but anyhow. All the way down, it's going to take a little while. So maybe y'all are doing this along with me and we can just kind of make it down there together. It feels so weird for me to crochet correctly, or I guess this would be considered correctly. It's not my normal style, I'll put it that way. Should have some like retro background music going or something, but nope, just a kid screaming in the background. She's okay. Almost there, guys. Almost there. No, not really. I've got a long way still to go. I was hoping for a short video. But it doesn't look like this one's going to be too short. Maybe not too shabby, though. According to my phone, I've got 47 minutes of time that is recordable. After that, y'all are on your own. It won't take 47 minutes, guys. Alright. So, while we're crocheting along, I found a pretty cool little website with some, I thought they were kind of funny, little crochet jokes that I thought I would share with y'all if I can crochet and read at the same time. And I will post the link to this website in the comments of the video and in the comments of whatever post, whenever I post this. So, here were just a few of them that I wrote down. Says, what do you call the steps it takes to crochet a project? Any ideas? What do you call the steps it takes to crochet a project? A chain of events. Get it? Chain of events. I thought it was cute. Maybe you did too. What's the best Halloween costume for a crocheter? Captain Hook! From Peter Pan. Captain Hook. That crochet hook. I'm not very funny, guys. It's okay. Why did the crocheter join a dating service? She wanted to get engaged. Like gauge, because you're crocheting and you usually have gauges for your projects. Engaged. Get it? Haha. Cute. How did the crocheter make a suit of armor? She used steel wool. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Steel wool. What did the mother ghost make for her babies? Booties. Booties for her little baby. Although why a ghost would need booties, I don't know. I'm assuming they would probably just fall right off. But who knows? Maybe ghosts do wear clothes. Doo-doo-doo. Getting closer, guys. Getting closer. Almost to the end. And then I can show you what we're going to do to make this awesome pot holder. Okay. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I've actually got another page over here, but I've got to turn it. I'll do that after I insert into this stitch. See, I did it kind of tight. I have that problem. Okay, turn my page real quick. Things you'll never hear a crocheter say. Number 1, the baby shower's tomorrow. Well, I guess I'll just buy something. Haha, not likely. I know us crazy hookers like to whip off things as fast as we can. Everything's a challenge. Stay up all night and make something. Alright. I have done a double crochet along all 30 of my chain, and as you can see, it's all kind of frumpy and frilly and twisty. And that's okay, because you're going to crochet on the other side of your chain, and it's all going to work out. Nobody will ever know. Alright, so I'm here at the very end. I'm not going to chain 2, and I'm not going to flip my work and turn it around. What I'm going to do is, yes, I'll flip it and turn it around, but I'm going to go back in that same stitch that I just did. See how I flipped my chain? My chain's up here on top now, and my work's down here on bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, like I said, I'm not chaining anything extra. This was the last loop of my double crochet. Pulled through two loops, yarned over, pulled through another two. That's where I'm at. The top loop of my chain, I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to insert into it, just like that. Do a double crochet. If I can get my hook through my loops. There we go. Now, yarn over. Next top loop of your chain. We're just going to keep on going like we didn't do what we just did on the bottom. Okay? Pretty easy stuff. Not that hard. That's not my chain. That's my other loop. Do-do-do. All the way through. All the way back down. And when you get to the end, you are going to crochet back into your double crochet line that you just did on the other side. So it's like you're crocheting in the round, but your round is around your chain. Not too bad. Okay, come on. Go into the loop. Go into the loop. This is why it's best to do your first chain rather loose. I have problems with that issue. Can you tell? Oh, that's okay. I've got plenty of yarn. Something else you'd never hear a yarn activist say. And that's all I wrote down. So we just keep going. All the way across. Alright, anyhow, for the sake of this video, what we're going to do is pretend that I went all the way down, because nobody has time for me to actually go all the way down. Nobody wants to see that. When you get here, this is the last loop of your chain. Right here is your double crochet. You're just going to go into this little top loop here. You're going to go through both loops. Okay? Both loops. So you have two loops here. Okay? You'll have an extra loop on your hook from your last double crochet that you did. So you'll have 3 loops on your hook. But remember, you're doing it all in double crochet. So you'll actually have 4. These 2 loops right here will be considered as 1 loop because it's your chain. Okay? And you'll do that. You'll go through both loops the rest of the way through your project. Okay, if that doesn't make sense, let me know. I'll clarify that later. What you end up with. Right here. See, I did one a couple of days ago just for you guys. Here was my starting chain. It's hard to see, even though I use variegated yarn. But you'll see there's a corner here. Here's a corner. This was my starting chain. Okay? You can actually see part of my tail. Starting chain. And then I just went all the way around my chain. Okay? If I hold it like this, you see it kind of looks like a pocket. As you go, you leave your chain on the bottom, and your work will fold in on itself and start to make a square. Okay? And you see here it's open. As you're working, it falls in on itself. Okay? You keep going until, like I have, you've got a square. When you pull your corners or when you pull your edges together, it will make a square. Okay? Now, when you get here, see, I tied this off. It's just so my kids couldn't get a hold of it and unravel everything. When you get to this point, stop. And you can either take a yarn needle and sew it together. Sew your 2 sides together like so, all the way down. Or I like to just use my hook and slip stitch everything together. But again, that's up to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch everything, or you can do a single crochet. It doesn't matter to me. Don't really care. But you just slip stitch everything together and you kind of come out with this. This one was the first pot holder I made, and I ended up with a ridge here in the middle, which I didn't care for so much. So when I did my second one here, this one was just a slip stitch. The other one was a single crochet. But it looks like there's a ridge in the middle. There's really not. It's all flat to me. And then when you get to the end, instead of fastening off, chain, I don't know, 15 or so to make a loop so you can hang it. If you don't have a place to hang it, then I wouldn't chain a loop, but if you do, then chain a loop and there you go. So, anyhow, I don't know if y'all want to watch me do this or not, so I'll kind of get started on it, and if you decide you don't like it, well, I don't have anything else to add, and that's kind of the end of the video. Or the end of the tutorial session. I'll say that. The end of the tutorial. But you just go through and hit up all your loops. Again, I'm just slip stitching everything together. Making sure I hit all my loops. Y'all can't see what I'm doing. Okay, like I said, if y'all get confused, ask me. I'll help you out. I can go into a lot more detail. But this is the only part of the project other than your chains that is not done in a double crochet. But like I said, again, if you crochet super loose, then a single crochet pot holder is probably your best option. Instead of going around and around in double crochet, you just do it in single crochet. And then, of course, you'll know when to finish it off when your ends end up meeting and they make another square. If that confuses you, let me know. I can clarify that too. But I'm just going to go through here and slip stitch this all together. And I know double crochet is a looser stitch, but this pot holder is double layered, so it's not that big of a deal to have it as loose. Because chances are your fingers aren't going to find their way through your stitches and find your hot pans. So we just kind of work on along. This is some newer yarn that I have. And I ended up getting it from Hobby Lobby. I think Hobby Lobby's brand cotton is it Sugar and Cream? I think so. I could be wrong. I think I like it better than the Peaches and Cream that I find at Walmart. I think it's softer. That's just my preference. Everybody has their own. That's okay. Almost done here. $18 minutes. Woohoo! This video's moving right on along. I'll stop it before we get to 20. Nobody wants to watch a 20-minute video on how to make a pot holder. I mean, the only time I ever watch a 20-minute video is, watching a movie. I ain't got time for that. Nobody else does either. I know. Alright, here I am at the end. Slip stitched all of it together. This is my last one. Okay? To make my loop, now I just make a chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, just however many you need it to be. To fit around whatever kind of knobs you have on your cabinets, or If you stick them in a drawer and you don't use cabinets, then that's where you would have fastened off, trimmed your end, woven in your end, whatever you want to do, however you do it, because everybody's different. Anyhow, here's my little loop. Go back into the same stitch you started from, do a slip stitch, fasten off, do your thing, and there you have a pot holder. And it should look like perfect square on one side. Mine's a little lopsided, but that's okay. Square on the other. There's your seam. Since I did a slip stitch, I can kind of pull that out because I tried to do it a little loose, even though I was quick at it. And it'll be flat and you won't have any issues. But you can sew it together so you can't pull it out from the middle, the centers. So it won't bubble on you. You don't have to. I haven't had any issues yet, and I use my pot holders almost every day. So there you go. That's how to make a pot holder. Quick and easy. Like I said, they take me about 45 minutes, and I don't crochet all that super fast. And I have kids, so I get interrupted a lot. So there it is. Happy hooking!